Hello, everyone. Greetings from Boston, Massachusetts on a beautiful sunny morning here. Wherever you are logging on to join this conference, I'm happy to meet you here virtually and would like to welcome all of you to this year's Mark Hauser Public Performance Symposium. We're very pleased to organize and host this event again, albeit virtually. I'd like to thank Dr. Mark Hauser again for bringing the National Center of Public Performance to the Sawyer Business School at Suffolk University in 2016. The center's broad international networks, journals, and international conferences have been keeping Suffolk University at the forefront in the fields of public affairs and public administration. I'm also pleased that Dr. Arun Manoharan joined Suffolk University this January and has taken over the leadership role of the center and this biggest conference successfully and smoothly. I'm also thankful to Mary Gibson, who has been managing everything to keep the center in good shape, and all her efforts in managing the logistics, the nuts and bolts associated with organizing this conference. It's a unique opportunity for a public administration department to be housed in a business school. Such a structure promotes cross-disciplinary and cross-sectoral research and education, and broadens students' learning and their perspectives. As you heard from Arun's introduction, I have combined trainings in industrial engineering and operations management. When I was a full-time faculty member, I did some research on performance evaluation and measurement, primarily from a private sector's perspective. Your expertise and research pursuits of the subject in the government and public sectors are becoming even more important and valuable given today's complex global environment. I'm sure you will enjoy the conversations, discussions, and information sharing at this year's conference. And I wish the event a huge success. Now it is my distinctive honor and pleasure to introduce the distinguished speaker for this year's symposium, the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland QC, Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Patricia Scotland was born in the Commonwealth of Dominica. She is the 10th of 12 children and grew up in London. She completed her LLB with honors from London University at the age of 20 and was called to the bar at Middle Temple at the age of 21. Her career has been marked by achieving a number of extraordinary firsts, not least of which was to be the first woman in the more than 700-year history of the office to serve as Her Majesty's Attorney General for England and Wales and for Northern Ireland. While holding these and other senior ministerial office, she was given responsibility inter alia for gender equality, domestic violence, forced marriage, and international child adoption. And from these positions promoted diversity and equality of opportunity, particularly for women and girls. As the only woman to have been appointed Secretary General of Commonwealth, she is placing special emphasis on mobilizing the 54 nations of the Commonwealth to tackle climate change, including its disproportionate impact on women, and through women's enterprise to build the resilience of smaller or more vulnerable countries. Eliminating domestic violence and violence against women and girls is another area of focus. As you will see today, she is now a recognized global champion for good governance in general and effective governments in particular. Let's welcome the Right Honorable Patricia Scotland QC, Secretary General of the Commonwealth. The virtual floor is yours, Secretary General.